Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy JD. I hope you've all had a great day. I hope you've all had a great weekend. It's nice to see you all again. In today's episode, we're going to be checking out something that I've noticed that is quite strange, if I'm going to be honest with you, to close out this year. And I don't know if any of you guys have noticed this as well. I'm trying not to laugh here. By the way, it's almost November. Time flies. But I've noticed something quite odd. You know, we've got these days, these awards, these lists, such as, I don't know, what are they again? Oh yeah, International Women's Day. What's the next one? Woman of the Year. And what's the last one again? Oh yeah, Australia's top 100 hottest women. Now there's a reason I've said those things and emphasized certain words, because there is a key theme, especially with this year, that is leaving me just scratching my head, because what we're seeing is more and more men identifying as women finding themselves on these lists or even winning the awards. For example, not so long ago, Dylan Mulvaney made headlines recently after they were presented with the Woman of the Year award by UK gay magazine Attitude during their 2023 event. And we got a very inspiring, lovely, stunning and brave speech to go along with that. If you haven't seen it, check it out.
The Woman of the Year award, supported by Virgin Atlantic, goes to Dylan Mulvaney.
Hello, London! I am so honored to be here with you all tonight. And, you know, some see me as the Woman of the Year, some see me as a woman of a year and some change, as I only publicly came out online 560 days ago. And some people don't see me as a woman at all. I know, which is why receiving this honor from a queer publication like Attitude means so much more to me.
Yeah, you know, it's almost enough to make a grown man cry, which is probably why Dylan Mulvaney was almost in tears. Now you're telling me, out of all the women they could have selected for this award, they chose Dylan Mulvaney? I understand it's a gay magazine, right? But you're also telling me no gay women could have won that award? Really? What do I know? Apparently nothing. Well, I do know one thing, actually. The nominees for Women of the Year that are not women actually continue. Because, yet again, we have another groundbreaking announcement coming out of the UK. And how do they say it again? Oh yeah, it's shattering the barriers. And one of those barriers seems to be common sense. The London Economic go on to report India Willoughby crowned first Trans Woman of the Year nominee in era-defining moment. This nomination definitely isn't just for me, it's for every trans and gender diverse person in Britain. Oh really? That's nice. A broadcaster has made history by becoming the first Trans Woman of the Year nominee the London Economic can reveal. India Willoughby, 58, was nominated for a coveted accolade for his campaign work in July by a panel of all cis women. Cis women? That's a strange term, isn't it? But I imagine these are liberal women who once again are supporting the idea of an award, a nomination being taken away from a woman. Nothing new there. Willoughby, the first transgender national newsreader, described the news as a complete shock but delight and a rare example that society doesn't view trans people as a problem. There's so little positivity around trans people these days that you get conditioned to only expect bad news, that society sees you as a problem, so I'm taking this as a rare public demonstration that this isn't the case, he said. This nomination definitely isn't just for me, it's for every trans and gender diverse person in Britain who has been made the target of the most disgusting, heavy artillery propaganda campaign in British history. Wow, in British history. That is a huge statement, right? And what propaganda are they on about? By the way, I don't know what they're really on about there, but I'm sure many historians will be looking at that statement and thinking, yeah, you know what? There are actually a lot more worse things that have happened in this country in the past compared to this. This is very minuscule and quite exaggerated, you know, because once again, what we're seeing, as we saw with Dylan Mulvaney, people have to play the victim. We do have a huge case in 2023 also of this thing called victimhood, unless of course you are a white straight male, then somehow some way that doesn't apply to you. Very odd. Willoughby will join more than 400 women at the Royal Lancaster on 16th of October for an award ceremony and lunch to celebrate inspirational women across the country. Oh, that's very odd. A not-for-profit organisation, Women of the Year, aims to recognise, celebrate and advance the achievements of women throughout the UK and the world. So already, this event, this award, isn't a respectable thing. That's all I'm going to say, because to me, it's like when a man competes in women's sports, goes ahead and competes in an event, I personally think that shouldn't be taken seriously and the results should be void. So women aren't affected by the result of a man winning, you know, because when you allow that to happen, the truth, common sense and reality has been completely undermined, right? But it's now time to head down under. Yes, we're going all the way over to Australia because they have just announced their top 100 hottest women, and we have a former Australian Football League player making the list. AFL star Danielle Laidley named one of Australia's hottest 100 women by Maxim magazine, beating the Queen of Wags. Danielle Laidley landed in Maxim Australia's Hot 100 list this week, pulling in at number 92 for his contributions to AFL and trans activism. The former AFL coach and player, 56, pulled in ahead of Down Under's biggest wag Rebecca Judd and her sister Kate Twigley. He also beat out the Minister for Foreign Affairs, Penny Wong, Victorian Senator Lydia Thorpe, and Queensland Premier Anastasia Palaszczuk. Yeah, we'll leave it at that one. Danny has declined to comment on his admission into the exclusive list. Maxim released its annual Hot 100 list for 2023 on Wednesday, and this was Danielle Laidley who was nominated to be on this list. Maybe a couple of the people in charge had heat stroke or something, because as we know, it's quite hot in Australia, or were bitten by one too many snakes, blurring the vision. I'm so confused at this point. What is really going on? But here we have, once again, another magazine being hugely stunning, brave, progressive, and I'm sure all the women who finish 93rd and below feel great about themselves. They really do, finishing lower than a man. Isn't that sexist? By the way, isn't all of this sexist? It's very strange how those things work. Because the liberal women and men who are pushing for this would call anything else sexist if a man was doing it, right? But as soon as they say, nah, you know what, I'm actually a woman, then it's all fine. The liberal mind. Such a strange phenomenon, it really is. Yeah, you just gotta laugh, you really do. But finally, International Women's Day was earlier this year, and this is a story that did go pretty viral. A lot of people spoke about it. The White House decided to honor 11 extraordinary women from around the world who are working to build a brighter future for all. And for those of you that remember, the White House got into a lot of controversy. Not the first time the White House has been in a lot of controversy this year. The White House dragged for honoring trans women on International Women's Day. Alba Rueda, a transgender woman who serves as Argentina's special envoy for sexual orientation and gender identity, was presented with an International Women of Courage Award at a ceremony hosted by the First Lady Jill Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken.
In Argentina, Alba Rueda is a transgender woman who was kicked out of classrooms, barred for sitting for exams, refused job opportunities, subjected to violence, and rejected by her family. But in the face of these challenges, she worked to end violence and discrimination against the LGBTQI+ community in Argentina.
So the Democrats, on International Women's Day of all days, have shown the world that they actually don't know what a woman is. It's not surprising, but just like every other single organization we've spoken about in this video, they don't know either. They have disrespected and insulted every single woman. You know, to have a man identifying as a woman on these lists, winning the awards that are specifically for women, undermines women and, again, the truth, reality, common sense. It's like they really want people to accept and to acknowledge that left is right, up is down. We'll keep on doing it until you acknowledge it. They want everybody standing for everything, so in the end, they stand for nothing. All of this erodes what a woman is and what they stand for. These people don't care about anything else apart from whatever agenda. Oh wait, women aren't too happy about this, they feel insulted by this. Oh wait, we don't care because they don't support our message. Full steam ahead with this, by the way. We don't care about you. When Caitlyn Jenner won Woman of the Year back in 2015 for simply changing how they feel about themselves, this should have been an indicator for what was to come, because now everybody wants their Caitlyn Jenner moment, the individual and the organization. It just shows you how they really feel about women, doesn't it? Regardless of what agenda it is, they would intentionally disrespect women for XYZ agenda, and in turn it does disrespect men as well, because we're supposed to sit here and just be like, oh yeah, this is great, this is fantastic, and just clap along like the Joker out of that Dark Knight scene. And all what I've said here, by the way, pre-Caitlyn Jenner winning Woman of the Year Award 2015 was the norm. But ever since then, and especially this year, right, saying what I've said is the most controversial thing one could say. Saying or wanting to see women, real women nominated for these awards, put on these lists, is mean and hateful. That just truly shows you how backwards things have become. Stating the truth has become a crime. So you on Mars is my common response to that, because I'm running out of them. But then, But that is the end of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know if you have enjoyed today. Leave your comments down below. Make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. Share this video. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day. Stay safe. And I'm out. Peace.